So we're going to go through the perfect 100 candidate approaches. Essentially, we're looking for every single candidate to have, or every single vacancy, sorry, to have 100 at least, or around 100 candidates shortlisted or longlisted against it. Essentially, if you're taking a spec and the client is looking for a talent pool of less than 100, the spec's too narrow. The chance of you're not going to fill that. If it's over 100, it means in this instance it's very, very wide. And actually what you might find through the process is the candidate or the client starts changing their mind and wanting to get a narrower and narrower spec. So always try to limit to 100. If there's 10,000, push back on a client. What's your perfect? What do you really desire? And start finding it that way. And if it's 10 or 15 people, just explain to them. You need 100 people to long list. You need to be able to get that to be able to fill the job. Now, within this, every single person either says yes or no. We don't leave them in limbo. So we don't, write them a message and don't hear back from them. We don't leave people in limbo. So they're either a yes, they're either interested, or they're not. First things first. We get our 100 people, we shortlist them, we longlist them, and we call their mobile if it's on the system, of course. They'll pick up and we'll do a headhunt call. Pitch our client solution. So here, obviously, they'll be interested, of course, because we'll do a fantastic call. We'll arrange time for a pre-screen, prep for that call. Now, in the event that that we pitch them and they're not interested, we, of course, at that point try to find out what type of role will be better suited, and we re-pitch that. Hopefully at that point they'll be interested in that, and we prep for that call. Now, in the event that they're not interested, and again we pitch them and they're still not interested, we get referrals. Obviously, get something out of every single call that we do, and then we analyse what we could have done better. www.ebi, what went well, even better if. So let's say we call the target mobile and there's no answer. Well, at that point we leave a voicemail, we follow up with a WhatsApp. If there's no reply to that, or call back within 24 hours. At that point, we call them again. If they pick up, we go through that whole process again, interested, not interested. If they don't pick up and there's no answer, LinkedIn message them. At this stage, if they are interested, arrange time to pre-screen, prep the call. And if they're not interested or they don't reply, we send a follow-up. 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours later, you can put that on the CRM to request a follow-up. We can go from there. If they're not interested from the follow-up, then at this stage, you would again repitch, find out what would be more suitable. Hopefully they'll be interested in that. And if they're not, get referral, www.ebi. It's a very, very simple solution. So if you send a follow-up message again and they still don't reply, you headhunt at desk, which we can go through now. So call and target mobile. If there's no number on the system, are they first level connection? If there's no number on the system and they're a first level connection on LinkedIn, we message them interested, or not. It goes the same way. Now, if they're not a first level connection, we headhunt them at the desk. You've got two outcomes here. If they're not at the desk and you try a couple of times, you LinkedIn message them, you're left at no point. If they're at the desk and they pick up, you do pitch, you headhunt call them, you pitch our client solution. Now, they'll be interested hopefully in that, and you arrange a time to speak. If they're not interested, again, find out what they would be interested, repitch it, and hopefully at that point they'll be interested. If not, then at that stage you would get referrals, you'd find out what would be of interest, and then you analyse what would be better next time. www.ebi.